Oh boy, talk about a sensitive topic, eh? Before we get into anything, I'll say this right off the bat. I personally don't really care all too much, but I will try my best to articulate this topic in a way that properly depicts why this is a big deal to others and what exactly this kind of thing means. So, if you haven't seen it already, here's a tweet from Eben Novi Williams on Twitter. The NHL owners have approved jersey patches for the 2022-2023 season. 3 by 3.5 inch ad space, so slightly bigger than the NBA patches. What this means is that NHL jerseys for 2022-2023, which is not next season, but the season that will start next year, that makes sense, they will indeed have jersey patches on them that are ads for companies. If you take a look at the NBA, which is what they have over there, they have a little bit of a smaller patch than 3 by 3.5. You can see that the jerseys, they have these little logos right on top, right over the shoulders over there, and all of the jerseys have this. So imagine this kind of thing, but on an NHL jersey instead, and just slightly bigger. If you go over onto the article over here on Sportico.com, it's written up over here that the National Hockey League is adding ads to its jerseys for the 2022-2023 season, and they are the latest U.S. major sports league to sell marketing space on player uniforms during games. Apparently, it was a unanimous decision, meaning that everybody voted for the approval of the ad policy, according to a memo emailed this week to all 32 NHL teams. Clubs are now free to start negotiating with potential partners, according to the memo which was reviewed by this website here. Now, before we go over the fan sentiment about this, let's go over the financial benefits to this entire program. And I know a lot of people are going to bounce and say, oh, what are you doing defending these millionaires? Like, they already have so much money. What are you doing talking about them? Well, I'm not going to defend them here. I'm just going to try to explain why this is being done. It's highlighted in the article right here that the first piece of advertising on player space, or player surface area, I guess is a better way to put it, the NHL helmets, the thing that they started last year in the bubble, hey, that little move right there was able to help the teams in the NHL retain more than $100 million. So yeah, there's a lot of money to be made here with advertising on surface area. Take a look at this. It talks about the NBA and their own recent patch program. It was an estimated boost of $150 million annually for the NBA, and the independent deals that these teams made with these companies to advertise ranged from low seven figures to upwards of $20 million each. So NHL teams are going to go out there and try to use this as an opportunity to get more money, potentially an increase of hundreds of millions of dollars for the 2022-2023 season. And a lot of people are giving their sentiments about this. You're not going to find anybody when it comes to NHL fans that actually, quote-unquote, like this decision. You're either going to find people like me who don't really care all too much, and on the spectrum of neutral, heading towards dislike, to hate, to absolutely loathe, you're going to find the rest of the people over there. Because there isn't anybody out there who, if given the choice, would say, yeah, I want more jersey ads, Make them look like the teams in Europe, where the jerseys look like a smorgasbord that some kid who shops at Hot Topic put on the back of their laptop. Like, that's kind of much, and I don't think anybody would actually decide, yeah, I want NHL jerseys to look like this. The ones who are affected the most by this, though, in my opinion at least, are the ones who actually go out there and collect hockey jerseys, and who are super, super dedicated to the entire practice of that. Just gathering sentiments from the hockey community I've seen online, a lot of people go out there and try to collect these jerseys in a way that is really accurate to what they see on TV. There are some collectors out there that won't buy a jersey if it doesn't look exactly the way it does on the ice. And the way this goes right here, I've been seeing a lot of those collectors say like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to buy any more jerseys because I'm not buying a Red Wings jersey that has a little Caesars patch just above the shoulder there. Like, that's kind of weird. And even if there's an option to buy a jersey that doesn't have the patch, well, then it's not accurate to what it has on the ice, Some people are super dedicated to the craft, and therefore this new practice of putting hockey jerseys and having the advertising space taken up on those jerseys, it really affects those kinds of collections. But of course, not everybody is as dedicated a collector as that. That's just one example that I've seen. Another perspective I've been seeing is, oh, it's just going to escalate from here. You know, we had the helmet ads a year ago. Now it's going to be jersey patches. What's next? Big crests on the front, big word marks just over the waist. Is the NHL going to slowly ease itself into more advertising space in their sweaters, leading to more just big clusters of random colors and patches when you buy jerseys in real life now? And for some people, that's a really big deal. I'm definitely not going to discredit that idea. You know, for me personally, as I said, I don't really care. Like, to be honest, I kind of like the scattered smorgasbord kind of look. Like, I'm not saying I want it to happen, I'm just saying that this look with, like, the Vecqua Lakers jerseys or whatever, like, I honestly kind of think it looks pretty cool. But that's just me, you know? Definitely not saying that I want the NHL to go down this route. So, to wrap everything up, because this is just a short topic, you know, we can't really go too long about this kind of thing, the NHL is trying to go out there and get more money. Which, that fact isolated, hey, that's not a bad thing for a professional sports league to try to go out there and make more money. Especially when you consider the loss of ticket sale revenue from the 2020 bubble as well as a good chunk of the 2020-2021 season. Sure, they made up some of that money with the helmet ads, but still, ticket sales, concession, beer, hot dogs, nachos, all that stuff, parking. These kinds of things are extremely important to the NHL when you have 31, now 32 teams all contributing that with full packed houses of, 15,000 fans each. That's a really big amount of money that you lose out for 82 games per team, which is like, what? What's the math right there? 82 multiplied by 32 divided by 2, 1,312 NHL games a season. That's a lot of money. So they started to compensate for that with the helmet ads last year. Now they're going to be doing jersey patches. And you could debate as to whether or not there's moral or ethical implications that are violated there, but still, it's a business. They have to make money. That's how it goes. The way in which they're trying to make the money, though, in NHL jersey ads is probably one of the most controversial things, mostly in the, what I would say, the memorabilia collector kind of community, more than anyone else, because, let's face it, I don't think anybody in the NHL fan base is going to boycott the league because there are jersey ads now. Hockey is hockey, and the game is still going to be played the same way. It's just the way it looks on the ice may be a little bit less or more visually appealing depending on who you are. So, let me know in the comments what you think about jersey ads, the patches going to be implemented most likely right below the shoulders, just above the pectorals, and how exactly that changes the way you literally view your hockey team. Because it's something that's apparently been approved already, just let me know in the comments, what companies would you want to see advertised there? I know there's going to be a whole bunch of people getting mad. No, I don't want to see any companies in my beloved jerseys. And it's going to be weird, you know, seeing like an original 6 jersey, a Blackhawks, Bruins, Canadiens, or Leafs jersey with a corporate logo on it. That's going to be strange. But you know what? Give it a few years, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the line. Not gonna lie, we're probably gonna get used to it, if not see even more ads get implemented onto these jerseys. And, you know, if anybody wants to start a movement, oh, let's boycott jersey sales or whatever because we don't want to, you know, let the NHL know that we're buying jerseys that have advertising patches, so maybe they rescind that. Like, I don't think it's gonna be enough, dude. Like, if this program of jersey advertisements gets upwards of $100+ million of extra revenue generated for the league, I don't know if a boycott of all jersey sales would actually go out there and make a dent big enough so that the NHL reconsiders the entire advertising process on their sweaters. That's just me, though. I don't really know the math behind it. I tried to find some figures online as to how much the NHL makes from jersey sales every year, but I wasn't able to find that. So if anybody wants to go out there and share some knowledge in the comment section below about those kinds of figures, then hey, let me know in the comments what you think about that as well, though. I hope you enjoyed this Rosén, and bye.